Before you jump into the comment section in absolute rage, let me explain. If you are a parent, you must recognize that feeling of going into absolute stealth mode when the baby is sleeping. So, street photography. First and foremost, I am not by any means trying to be a gatekeeper, or I'm not in the position of declaring a complete photography genre dead or alive. However, there have been some things I've noticed lately, and there have been some changes recently that I just want to talk to you about, and I want to offer you my opinion. We just came back from our holiday in Spain, and this is the way I left my office. Well, I'm a messy individual. I don't know if you have noticed the big backpack laying around. Next week I'm going on a 2-day trip by myself. First I'm going to Zwolle for a street photography trip, and then I'm going into the Dutch forests for a off-grid cabin photographers retreat. And of course I'm going to make some videos, so stay tuned for next week's video. So, I think that social media f***ed street photography up completely. First of all, there is so much content online, there are so many images being produced that whatever creative idea I feel I can have, it's probably already been done before. And when I'm out shooting in the street and I see a nice composition, or if the light is very nice, or I see this new shape or leading line, 9 out of 10 times it makes me think of another photographer, another one's photo, and I feel like, well, it's not original. I thought it was creative, but it probably wasn't. Street photographers used to take us to a time and a place, and they got the opportunity to show us something special. But nowadays you can just click on the tag Gouda, click on the tag New York, click on the tag late night street photography in Manhattan, or whatever the place may be, and you just see so many images. And I think that not only from a content creator's point of view, but also from a consumer's point of view, we have all collectively grew a little bit tired of street photography. This is not the only reason why I think that street photography might very well be dead, but it is very hot up here in my attic, so I think it's time to go outside for a little bit. It may look like I'm in an actual forest, but I'm just here in a park. Here, look. So, dead or alive? Of course, there are some problems with the definition of dead or alive, because how do you define a photography genre, either dead or alive? If alive means suitable for making a decent living as a photographer, then probably street photography hasn't been alive in the first place, at least for most people. Not like wedding or newborn photography or something like that. But if alive means a lot of people are enjoying it, then it might just very well still be alive. And why the hell does it matter, you might ask? Well, I think if you are trying to be or enjoying being a photographer, I think trying to figure out what direction your photography is going and how you shape your own body of work, I think then it's a very relevant question. What are you doing and what is the meaning of your work? And then being in a genre that a lot of people are interested in, I think then you are making relevant work, and I think that's why this question is important. And I think the days of street photographers who are really capturing a specific area or a specific era, I think those days are pretty much over, just because of the abundance of online content. Anyway, I'm off to Rotterdam. I'm going to meet my friend Michiel Heijmans. He's an up-and-coming street photographer. He's very much into street photography, and I'm going to ask him this exact question. You can also walk this way. Is street photography dead?
No, street photography is definitely not that. I think street photography is ever evolving, like life is evolving and we humans are evolving. So I don't think you can say that street photography is dead. I think what we are getting at is that street photography is becoming more and more of an art form. You don't see that much commercial street photography. So it's probably something that you will see more and more in museums and so, like Cartier-Bresson and Urwit and photographers from that age. But then in our age, so with a couple of more mobile phones and stuff. Yeah. As long as there are streets, there will be street photography.
Please don't mistake my opinion on this matter for an arrogant way of looking at street photography. I simply had some thoughts on this subject and I decided to make a video about it. I feel like the famous street photographers from previous decades have made such legendary work, and I don't think that our era, simply because the crazy amount of content, will continue to create that legendary work. And I don't want to discourage you, not at all. I simply want to encourage you to try and stay creative and try to make work that's different from what we are used to. There is one thing I know for sure, and that is that my street photography is far from good, at least far from where I want it to be. So I will keep on trying to get better and better, and I hope you will do the same. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Is street photography dead? Is it evolving into something new? Or is this whole video just a complete f***ing waste of your time and my time? In which case, I'm sorry, and thanks for watching anyway. I'll see you next week. Peace!